Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another Hunt Ready Gear segment where we're going over the gear that are going to help you guys and gals become better bow hunters. And today we're talking about protecting your gear, protecting your expensive investment. As we all know, archery equipment, it's not cheap these days, and I hate to even think about the amount of money that I have stored in this bow case right now because it's more than I told my wife that it probably is. But in any case, today we're here to talk about the Mystery Ranch Anchor Point bow case, right? And I know you guys are probably thinking, oh great, a bow case, right? Let's face it, bow cases are important. Like I said, they organize our gear, they protect our gear, we travel with them. These things go with us pretty much everywhere that we go during hunting season or if we're going to the range to shoot. So it is important, at least to me, to have a good functional case that's gonna keep my gear safe. So first things first, looking at the outside of this, I know you guys can't feel it, but this is a heavy duty, weather resistant material on the outside of this case. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna shed light moisture. So if you happen to leave the thing in the back of your truck and it's a little bit of rain or some snow flurries, or you leave it on the ground next to your truck while you're out hunting, it's not gonna get soaking wet, and the gear that inside of it is not gonna get soaking wet. Now that doesn't mean it's waterproof. You don't wanna leave it in a rainstorm, but it is built to help resist moisture, light rain, dust, stuff like that. So what I like about it, it's a very sleek design. So you can see there's not a lot of stuff hanging off the outside of this, which makes it super easy to slide in and out of your truck. There's nothing worse than when you have those bow cases, if you guys have ever had them, that have the big pockets all hanging off the outside and you're trying to slide it into something and everything's getting kind of hung up and you got to climb in your truck bed and push stuff around. You're not going to have the problem or have that problem with this particular case. It's just really, you know, sleek, clean design. On the outside, we have a single zippered pocket right here. This is a full length pocket. So you can use this for your arrows, your quiver, longer stabilizers, anything like that. For me personally, because I've been doing some shooting out at our hunt club recently, I've just got like my windbreaker that I shoved in here. I've got a flannel in case it's been cool the last couple of evenings. Unfortunately, we got some warm weather coming, but you've got this kind of larger pocket here in the front. It does have zippered storage in it. We'll give you guys a better close-up of that, but you've got zippered storage inside of the, so again, arrows, anything, you know, big, or you can, like I said, you can shove some clothes in there. During the hunting season, you could put an extra jacket, your base layer, gloves, face mask, hats, stuff like that inside of that pocket. Also on the outside, we have a removable and adjustable shoulder strap. So that's actually pretty nice. You've got carry handle right here. You also are gonna have 8 different lashing points. So we've got 3 on each long side, 1 on each end. What this is nice for is if you happen to be carrying this on an ATV or in a UTV, or you want to strap it into your truck bed, or in my case, I will hang it occasionally, like in my garage or during the off season if it's in my basement or if I'm not using it and I want to hang it somewhere, I've got some loops to be able to hang this thing up. So just kind of a nice, handy little feature. To get to our bow itself, we have this nice big zipper that goes all the way around to open up our bow case. We're gonna, let's see, I'll flip it this way. We're gonna open the case. As you can see, my bow is inside. Imagine that. Let's start on the top. We've got some more zippered storage. So again, nice long pockets. As you guys might be able to tell, it's actually split. We've got 2/3 and 1/3. So we have a bigger pocket here, smaller one here. For me personally, I am carrying my engaged limb legs and my stabilizer in the long one. Right now I don't have anything in this pocket. What you also are gonna have is another full length pocket on the inside. I use this one for my arrows. So it is not hunting season right now, so I'm not actually using my bow quiver very much. It's at home. I'm just using these arrows to practice out on the range. So I just put them right in here. If I had my quiver, it would still fit in here because this pocket actually goes all the way to the end here. It doesn't stop at this zipper. So it's actually a full length padded pocket. So it works great for your arrows. Again, your quiver, anything long that you want to store in there. Fully padded. I like to use this inside one for my arrows more so than my outside one. I feel like they're a little bit better protected. And what you guys are going to notice is this pocket is going to cover kind of this half of the case. So let's say the bottom half of the case. This pocket here is the top half, right? So they're kind of taking up the whole top that you have for storage, which is really nice. You can shove a lot of different things into this case. All right, so as we look at the inside of this case, you can see as we've got these pockets right here on either end that are going to protect your cams. You know, if you have anything floating around the inside of this case, you don't want it banging into the bow too much. It's going to help hold your bow in place. So you have these two kind of stretchy elastic pockets. You also are going to have two Velcro or hook and loop closures that's going to hold your bow actually secure into the inside of the case. Now, I'll show you something that's pretty cool about this particular one. So we're going to undo these. We're going to pull my bow out of here. So this is a Lift 33. So it's one of the larger axle-to-axle bows that are out there as far as hunting bows are concerned. And you can see it fits in here with a little bit of room to spare. So when we take this out, what we're gonna see here is these hook and loop straps that hold my bow in. You've got all these little pockets right here, and you can actually take this out and you can slide it and put it anywhere that you want so that it works for your bow. Right, so you can move them up, you can move them side to side. So the nice thing about that is every bow's configuration is going to be a little bit different. You know, the geometry of the riser itself. And these are super easy and quick to move around if you need to. It's literally that easy. So for me, honestly guys, most of the time, unless I'm traveling far or something like that, I usually am not using these limb pockets because I just don't have stuff, or these like cam pockets I should say. I usually just don't have stuff floating around in there. So most of the time, I'm just gonna set it in here right on top of those, and I'm gonna go ahead and strap it down. What you'll see is I've got my straps adjusted so that they're going around the part of the riser that's closest to the case, just the way that the riser geometry is cut. So this one goes around the handle, this one goes around the top right there. So bow fits in here great. I believe the inside of this is 18 inches wide by 44 inches long. So again, plenty of space for most modern hunting bows. If you've got a long axle to axle target bow, probably not going to work. But again, this isn't designed to carry target rigs around. The last thing we're going to look at that's really neat is going to be this anchor point pouch right here. This is Velcro, so it comes out. You can move it around the inside of the case wherever you want it. For me, I use this to carry. Let's take a look. We have got bowstring wax, Allen keys, very important. My release is in there. And I have a few extra lighted knocks as well. That's all I've got in there for right now. But that's gonna be all your small stuff. Your tools might be extra field points, might be an arrow puller, might be arrow lube, anything like that that you guys are gonna carry around. It's great. These come in two different colors. This is the green Ponderosa color right here. But if I wanna move this around, depending again on the geometry of my bow, to put it somewhere that it's gonna fit, I just move it and I stick it right to the inside. So guys, that's it. This is the Anchor Point bow case from Mystery Ranch. I've been using it for, oh gosh, a couple months now. The bow case itself is $2.99. The Anchor Point pouch that it was inside that you saw is $20. They are sold separately, and there's enough room you could fit, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 of them in there if you needed to. So there you go, guys. Mystery Ranch Anchor Point bow case. Like I said, our bows are expensive, right? It's probably the most important piece of equipment that we carry into the woods with us when we go hunting. You want to make sure that it's protected, and it's nice to just have all the extra zippered storage, organization, padding, you know, weather resistant, all the stuff that you guys are looking for in a bow case. So if you're interested in protecting that investment, make sure you guys check it out.